Function with Purpose podcast. All things health, wellness, fitness, and education through the physical therapy perspective. I am Dr. Amy Bullock, owner and founder of Fortress Physical Therapy. Fortress PT is here to serve the Charlotte metro area by highlighting the importance of how and why physical therapy should be a part of your health and wellness lifestyle. Here we go. Welcome to Season 4, Episode 8 of the Function with Purpose podcast. This is Dr. Amy with you. Last episode of Season 4. Oh my gosh, flown by. Episode 8. I don't know, 8. Told you guys before, if you listen to this, 8 is my number. 8 is my jam. And truthfully, I think August of 2023 will probably be my year to, in my time period to hopefully buy my own place. That's the goal. Just been saving up. All right. Little side note there. So, okay. Just a little bit of insight here and just some of my thoughts as a practicing physical therapist and kind of getting into your niche of clientele. So today's topic is kind of, the letters behind your name don't really mean jack. Shh. Okay, you can enter your own word there. So as a healthcare provider, all of the letters behind your name honestly don't really mean anything unless you're using them appropriately. Now, I'm one of those people who have a lot of letters behind my name, but on purpose. So I do have a bunch of letters, and primarily the main letter to only look for if you're looking for a physical therapist in general is the letters PT behind their name, as well as DPT. So PT means physical therapist. That means that individual is a licensed practicing physical therapist. The DPT means their actual diploma. So they got their doctor of physical therapy. So I have both of those, clearly. When I went to school, it was a doctorate. So I have a bunch of other stuff behind my name too, but it's so strange how things have fell into place as to why I got all those letters behind my name. But, you can have all the letters, but never use your knowledge, right? So when I got out of physical therapy school, I took the, if you're a healthcare provider, you'll know this, the MDT courses, or the McKenzie Diagnosis Therapy courses. They are hands down awesome. I was told to take those from one of my clinical instructors, and the courses are amazing. So then I remember when I lived in Virginia and practiced in Virginia for 1 year, I was debating about getting my CrossFit Level 1 certification versus the CSCS, which was the Strength and Conditioning Specialist certification. And I was just kind of torn between the two. But once I kind of got exposed to some CrossFit classes as a participating athlete, oh my gosh, I was just like, nope, I'm getting my CrossFit Level 1. And then literally from that point on, I just knew I had this premonition that I wanted to coach down the road. And then, the future of healthcare is having these little physical therapy rehabilitation clinics within the CrossFit gym. And by gosh, look at me. Look at this. I'm living the dream. I can't. Oh my gosh. I literally have intention every time I wake up, I want to go to work. And as cliche as it sounds, I found my purpose. I found my niche. So getting into the niche, you can have all the letters behind your name and never really use your knowledge. So what truly is it what is it truly that you do to help make your patients better? I think getting letters behind your name have to align with your purpose, your clinic's vision, right? Certifications, don't get me wrong, they're good, but honestly, they only look good on a website. You need to equip yourself with the appropriate certifications that provide you with or help direct you and really provide you with intel and insight to understand your patient population, right? It has to match your patient mentality, right? So clearly, my niche of individuals that I commonly work with are fit individuals or healthy individuals who are looking to dive deeper into their health and fitness and wellness through aspects of CrossFit training or functional fitness training or functional bodybuilding training. And I help paint the picture of bridging the gap between injury and the functional fitness lifestyle. So that's what I kind of gravitate my certifications towards, or my experiences, right? I had the opportunity to go to the CrossFit Games in 2021 with my master's athlete who I quote unquote kind of sponsor, right? So like if you have your niche of individuals and patients that you see, then you need to go down that pathway. You can't get every certification behind your name, but if you have a certification in sports specialty, and then you have a certification in neuro, and then a CrossFit certification, and then a geriatric certification, like, okay, which is it? Like, where is it? Because I'm telling you right now, I don't want to be that therapist, and I was in the past when I was working for someone else, to treat all of the people, to treat everybody. No. Like, although that would be cool, but my niche is, for some of you who have taken maybe stats class or trigonometry, specifically stats, there's this thing called the bell curve. And within that bell curve, you have a 95% range. And then on the outside, there's 2.5% to the left of that bell and 2.5% at the other. So my niche of people that I want to target are the ends, the 2.5 on either end, which equal 5. I don't want to have all these certifications that vary from geriatrics to pediatrics to, CrossFit and all this stuff that treat the 95% of the population. I'm going to be where I was at the beginning, unhappy, don't feel like I'm really making progress with patients. So I want that 2% on either side of that bell curve. So then, as a healthcare provider, you have to find the appropriate certifications and courses that align with your vision and your patient population. And you got to put yourself through that, right? I do functional fitness, functional bodybuilding. I hybrid some CrossFit. I do the CrossFit Open every year. I see where my fitness is. I know that participating in my CrossFit Boxes classes, I know how the stimulus feels, and I can relay that message to my athletes and members. Because most of my patients that I see and help be better are the members at CrossFit Pineville and Rise Charlotte. So, you got to be all about your niche and finding different courses and continuing education courses, and even certifications that align with that. So you can have all the letters behind your name and never really use your knowledge. Don't be a pseudo therapist. Don't trick the public. You got to create value, and that's something that I'm constantly learning, that my value is there, and I know it is. I'm to this point in my career where I'm gaining more confidence each day in figuring it out along the way. So yeah, am I probably going to get some more letters behind my name? Probably, but it's for the better, right? Because I want to go down the rabbit hole of the patient population that I treat and see, and learn new things in the physical therapy, exercise rehab world that hybrids nicely with functional fitness, and help people realize that if you have an injury or you have a niggle or your shoulder is in discomfort when you're performing a lift or a movement or can't even perform your job duties, that's where I step in, right? Because I want to help create better health and fitness for you and open your eyes that that's the route to live by. That is the mentality to live by. So yeah, as a healthcare provider, letters behind your name honestly don't really mean anything. You can have all the letters, but you have to tailor it. You have to tailor it to your patient population, and the overall clinic picture that you want to portray to the public. And hit up that 2% on either side of that bell curve. Because when you got out of school, you were in that 95% confidence interval. You know what I'm talking about. No, I want that 2.5 on either side. That's my specialty. That's a wrap for today's episode, Function with Purpose podcast. For more information on this episode, please check out the show notes within your podcast app. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, or drop your comments and questions below. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Thanks for the listen. Pursuit, precision, purpose.